Okay, in section 7.6, we're going to actually continue with solving equations, but these are going to involve your natural logarithm, which we've already discussed back in the first part of chapter 7, the natural exponential. So if you remember, the natural exponential was the e, and we ended up using it in one of the formulas. So your natural logarithm is going to also involve e. So as it states, it says that a natural logarithm has a base of e. So just like we had the common logarithm, remember that was a base 10, you can also have a natural logarithm, but it's going to be a base e. So if you have a base e, then you're probably thinking, your log and then your subscript here is an e. But the way that you always write a natural logarithm is instead of using log, you have ln. So this is a lowercase l, so ln. So your subscript here would be an understood e. So anytime that you have an ln, remember that your subscript is an understood e, okay? Now, the first examples that we're going to be looking at are actually going to go back and involve the properties that we learned earlier in section 7.4. So if you need to refer back to your notes in section 7.4, you can. So here you're asked to write the expression as a single logarithm. Of course, single meaning one, so we only want ln written one time. And of course, here I've got it, two separate terms with ln, and I just need to have one. So looking at this, what I need you to recognize is that these two terms are separated by subtraction. So if they're separated by subtraction, you can put those two terms together by dividing your 36 and your 3. So like I said, if you go back to your notes from 7.4, okay, so go back to 7.4, subtraction indicates that you're to take these two, the 36 and the 3, and divide. So you would have the natural log of 36 divided by 3. Of course, then you can simplify the 36 divided by 3, so your answer would be natural log of 12. Like I said, that's just using those same properties from earlier. Okay, on example 2, of course, I've got the number in front here that's being multiplied, but then you also have the addition. Now, your first step would have to be to deal with the 2. So this is going to be the power property, and this is going to go back and be an exponent on your 4. So you would have the natural log of 4 squared. Of course, then you still have plus natural log of 5. Okay, so now these two terms being separated by addition, the addition tells me that I want to take the 4 squared and the 5, and I need to multiply. So the subtraction tells us to divide, the adding tells us to multiply. So this means I would have the natural log of 4 squared times 5. Of course, you could go ahead and write that as 16 if you chose to do so. So 16 times 5, so now you have the natural log of 80.